Now, can you hear me? I should think you can. Now, that looks like you can definitely hear me. Yeah, it's really weird that the microphone, I can see it now. I can see it's definitely feeding through now. But yeah, it's a weird setting, that one, that you think it's going to, my mic output was definitely showing as having sound, but that, yeah, it's very weird. I've spent the first minute going, can you hear me? Pavel, can you hear me? I'll put that into the chat, into the and typed it in. And there you go, we fixed it. So yes, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it's an odd mic setting. I say I have a bar that shows, but it's only if I can hear my own voice feeding back through the speakers that it actually broadcasts to you. It's very weird. I don't understand why, but it works. So there we are. Hello. Hello. I'm just going to put the fan. Now there might be a little buzzing in the background, but it's very warm in the UK at the moment for the UK for September, especially for September. And I am a little on the stuffy side. So anyway, now with the fan on, I'm going to move it back. Hang on. I need to move that back. That is way too close. Even on the lower setting. That is going to be drying my eyes out. Ugh. Just that draft of air across my right eye. I find after about 10 minutes of that, I start getting dry and then... Anyway, hello. Let's do some... I was just getting myself comfortable. I'm sorry. Just to show you, it's not just a still image. We do have camera. Yes. Right. So this is the map in progress. We are in the tree painting stage. I think we've made good progress in the last couple of streams with the tree painting. We are now in the... The trees are where they need to be. Apart from I haven't done the islands. Well, I've got a couple of trees on the islands down here. Haven't done the islands. Other than the islands, there are trees where there want to be trees. Thinking these two plateaus up here, I'm going to rework. But other than that, everywhere else, where there are trees, that's where the trees are going to be. But we need to go and flourish them. And I did do a little bit of work off camera, here. So what we have, if I show you this area here, this is how it is at the moment. So all of this in the ore area is just Norway spruce, which I have run a soft brush over to remove 50% of the trees. So it's no longer as dense as it was, which is good because it going to allow me to actually merge in an extra sort of tree as we've got here. So this is it. This is my next step today, which is going to be tree brush and adding the not Norway spruce but the live oak. I think we've already got that set up. Oh, that brush is already set up. Very good. Smaller brush. Yeah, smaller brush. We have... Oh dear. None of those trees went anywhere near where I wanted them to go at all. I'm going to have to do this by hand. Oh, I say by hand. I mean literally by singles. Let's do that. They were supposed to be going into the crevices, filling out a few of these gaps here along the edge. But no, that's not what the game was going to let me have. It was going to be a bit awkward. Anyway, hi. So, tell me, Pavel, and Random's here as well. Pavel and Random, talk to me about your day. Because my day was stressful AF, fighting with the system. Not just one system, but lots of systems. Of one of them, my electricity provider. I want to get a better deal because my contract's coming up. Well, that was a pain in the backside. You think it'd be straightforward these days, but it really wasn't. And another one, a supplier who I wanted to pay. Yes, I wanted to pay my supplier, and it was like, oh, but we can't do it this way. You have to do it that way. And I've been using them for 20 years. Why am I not able to pay in the way I've been paying for the last 20 years? I'm a good supplier, a good customer, and you want me to use a system that it doesn't suit for my business. Anyway, I lost most of the day to this. It was really frustrating and stressful. Stressful, I tell you. Stay calm, BonBon. Stay calm. No need to shout. I'll tune in a bit. You're making a... Hang on, I can't read that. Let me put out the way. You're in the process of organising dinner. See, all I could read there was anising. And I was thinking, are you pulverising? Are you fantasising? Organising. All right. And it wasn't as exciting a word as... I had the game window over that part of the chat. Wasn't as exciting as it could have been. So, go away, Pavel. Do your dinner. Come back and try harder. Okay? Replanted. Oh, hang on. We replanted some plants for your mum. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Tell you what, you deserve to go and organise dinner. I take it back. Your mum is a very lucky mum to have a Pavel to replant her pots. You go organise your dinner. Come back, let me know what you had, whether it was any good, because I know you can organise dinner and sometimes it doesn't work out. Pasta soldered to the bottom of the pan because the pan boiled dry or whatever. Yeah, these things do happen. So yeah, you go do what you need to do. Random will keep me entertained for a little while, or not, because this is random. I know what they're like. Yes, I need to go as well. Bye. Says random. Right, random. I worked on my thesis and now I'm working on my map. Guess which one you're more focused on. It's clearly the thesis about your map. Your thesis is about map making, right? That's my thesis. Or my theory, that you are doing something on map design in popular video games, right? It's got to be. Can't be anything but. If only, eh? If only. You need to go as well. Yeah, sod off, random. Who invited you anyway? Coming into this stream, just thinking it's all about you. Look whose name's on the channel. I'm a true YouTuber. Me. All about me. So calm down, BonBon. It's not always about you, okay? I think you're talking about plaster, not pasta. Yeah, you're right. I do tend to find that oatmeal. There we go, oatmeal. Plaster that you can eat. Oatmeal, not necessarily. It depends, actually. I mean, is oatmeal porridge? I guess it is, isn't it? I suppose. I would have thought, is oatmeal like ground down porridge, powdered porridge? Because porridge tends to be oat flakes, doesn't it? Motorbikes in the background. Thank you, Mr. Motorbike. Yeah. I mean, I like porridge, and I do like oat milk. I've got to say, it's actually one of my sins in terms of when you go to the supermarket and you go, I'm going to spend £10, and I've gone over. And why did you go over? Because you bought oat milk. That is pretty much me, I think. That's my little problem. I do like the oat milk, mostly for in coffee. It just tastes so good in coffee. I mean, it works with other things as well, but yeah, I'm out now. I'm down to regular cow's milk. So yeah. Oh, I got a new pun. Anybody want to hear the new pun? Hang on, I just need to catch up with the chat there. I see somebody's being a bit naughty. Yes, you are correct. You're graduating into AP map on the map. Hang on, in app makingology. Okay, there's a missing M in there, but bless you. Your name is on the channel, but the URL of this live ends with R5. No, it doesn't. Oh my god, please tell me. It's unbelievable. What's the freaking chances? It's not just R5, it's R5s, isn't it? It belongs to R5. Oh, that's absolutely unbelievable. Oh, that's not acceptable. Just not acceptable. Yeah, the new pun. I think I will be... Oh, I forgot to set up the meme finals this week. I need to do that. See if I can get that up live for tomorrow. But yeah, the meme off, the Great What Map meme off. But it follows on with one of the great. Hi Gaming Ages. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You know what's coming here, don't you? I'm just going to set this one. This one I am so chuckled by, so chuffed by my own brilliance. I'm going to play this one out. Right. Let's do this as a What Map review. Okay. We come over the intersection. The road that drifts a little to the left before heading to the right and crossing the big old bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge, don't they? Well, except me. Except me. You see, bridges make me cross. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm just not sorry at all. Oh, do you know what? I'm unbelievably proud of that one. Too proud of that one. And it's not the last time I'm going to tell it. All right? I think you can expect that now. Every single time I do the Everybody Loves a Big Old Bridge, except me, because bridges make me cross. Every time. It's just going to happen. It's like they've got their trunks on. You know, drowned trees have got their trunks on. This is the pun. It follows. And it's just, yes. Erg. It's exactly right. It's a well-deserved erg. And I wish I could tell you it was one of those that, I don't know, came up in conversation or saw it in a different YouTube, in a short, or in a, I don't know, a stand-up comedian. No. I literally was just minding my own business and that pun fell out of my head. So that's what's going to happen. We're going to be using that one every time I say everybody loves a big old bridge, apart from me. Every time. This is going to be thousands. Cities Skylines II has big old bridges. It does. It has big old bridges. Why would I not? Torment my subscribers with the same joke like I've been doing. They've got their trunks on. It's a branch line. Every single time. Oh man. You can tell I've had a hard day. My sanity levels have dropped absolutely to the rock bottom levels they could possibly drop. This is very, very tensely packed around here actually. That's, I'm going to do a few around the edge here. Right, we are family. I've got all my blisters with me. Right, I think that level there is done. Let's come up here and do this level. I'm not entirely sure why I have got the lowland trees near the cliff edges, but I'm going with consistency. I'm doing it everywhere here now, because it seems to be that the conifers are for the cliff edges and the lowland trees are more for the grassy areas. But I kind of want a transition. Like I think it's because I've got the lowland trees right up against a river, and now there's no river here. I kind of need to have the same sort of consistent pattern going on with the trees as I do have down at the river. down by the riverside. We sat there fishing and smoking and fishing with rod and a net. Rod brought the net and the net brought a rod. And now it makes no sense to me at all. Right, so anyway, let's just bring some of these up. Manually positioned because it's the only way it's going to work. We'll do the entirety of the ore. This is a second pass on the ore, of course. And there will be a third pass. And then there will be detailing, where we bring in a few stray, taller trees or light trees, just plopped in to add a little bit of variation. And then this will be as good as done. As good as done. Sorry. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. I'm still actually exhausted from my long walk yesterday or the day before. My legs are still not 100 recovered. But they will. They will. So, yeah. Dev Diary, sound and music. I was actually really surprised by... I mean, I'm so glad they had that interview with Jon, whatever his name was. Vananen? Or was it Vanonen? Was that his name, the composer? Because his original theme for the original Cities Skylines, do you know what? I like that theme. You know, sometimes you get a theme and you go, oh, I just hate booting up the game. I mean, we hate booting up the game because you have to sit there for 15 minutes at the Paradox logo, right? But not for the music. You know what you're playing when the game loads up, and you just get that sort of like... It's almost Star Trek Voyager in some ways, I think, the theme tune to Cities Skylines. Whenever I try humming the tune, I just diverge. I kind of lose the tune and I start humming the Star Trek Voyager tune. And I don't know whether it's the tone or something, but I think there's something in the tune that doesn't quite separate from Voyager, and I do like Voyager, right? I will watch that. I got the whole thing on VHS when it first came out. Yep, I was a sad trekker. Very, very sad trekker. But only Voyager. I mean, I watched Next Gen. I tried to watch Deep Space Nine, but I found just didn't get on with it. I think the whole point of Star Trek is you're supposed to be exploring where no one has ever gone before. Not no man anymore, is it? No one. But yeah, I like me a bit of Star Trek. That is not too bad. This is okay along here. Let's just do some transitional trees along here as we move away from the cliffs. Transition, 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 transition. Transition, 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 transition. And here as well. Oh yes, this is the perfect balance of trees. It looks so good. So good. Right. Oh, cinematic camera next week and photo. I mean, so you're telling us we can screenshot? There's probably filters. If they're making a big thing about it, they've got to have added filters, right? It's not just a screenshot anymore. It's... Oh, and I reckon they'll have the ability to move the position of the sun. And it's just going to have ultimate eye candy settings built in, right? It's got to be. Got to be. It can't be anything else. Where's my water? I'm going to go and get some water. And when I come back, I'm going to read the chat. So now is the time to put some things down, because when I come back, I'm going to be catching up. Won't be a moment. Oh, let me get up. Come on, legs. Oh, bloody hell. Hello. Right. Let's catch up on the chat. So, where do we get up to? Right, so, the BonBonB puns. Hi, Gaming. I've said hello, Gaming, to you. 5 stars for the pun. Thank you so much. Uncle BonBon is his usual form. Yeah, Uncle BonBon. Hello, Flying Man. Sorry, you had to wait for me to have some water there. Really warm here in the UK for the UK. And I am struggling a bit, but it's fine. Just not struggling, I'm wilting a bit. There we go. Gaming Ages. That is 100% an uncle joke. Oh, dang right. I'm Uncle BonBon. Anyway, we can't wait to see what the rest of the live has to offer. Bless you. I've now run out of puns. All right, new puns anyway. Can't wait to see what the rest of the live has to offer. Hi, Dan. White Walker's in the house. Good to have you here. The yawning woke me up. Sorry, Flying Man. Smash the likes. Now's the time to like. And this is a sub. Doesn't look anything like a sub. But oh, son. Oh, and the bell. Wow, Dan, you're fully employed. Do that every 10 minutes, please. Hate Star Trek and Star Wars. Like Babylon 5. I wanted to like Babylon 5. Let me carry on. Hang on. Let me just carry on detailing. I wanted to like Babylon 5. You know when you see something and you go, oh, man, this is going to be the best thing ever. Stargate. You know? Just... I know a lot of people really loved it. Maybe I needed to watch 3 full seasons to get into it or something, but while I am patient to give a series a chance, I don't really want to give it. Yeah, if a show hasn't grabbed me in one way or another by the 3rd episode, I think. Yeah, you watch the first one. If it hasn't grabbed you, so you have a bit of a grumble and you go, oh, that wasn't very good, was it? Or it might get better next week. It looks like the story progresses a bit. And you watch the next week and it's a bit, oh, I don't know, it still hasn't got me. And then by the 3rd one, you think, do you know what? I'm not wasting my time on this anymore. I think that was the case. So Stargate probably was, I probably watched about 3 episodes. Can't remember watching more than that. Babylon 5, on the other hand, I probably watched about half of the first season. Because, well, it was on terrestrial TV and, yeah, you watched what you could get, right, on terrestrial TV. Because we didn't have, cable, satellite in the UK. It was just whatever was broadcast. And, yeah, so I would rather kind of, I don't know, go and play in my room or whatever when I was that age. I don't know how old I was, but around that time, I probably was a teenager. I'd rather have been in my room. And remember, this is days before the internet. And I didn't have a record player. I had a cassette player, but it wasn't even a stereo. So that was my preference, was not to watch Babylon 5. But again, if you like it, great, because it takes different folks, doesn't it? Different folks, different jokes for different folks, or the same joke for everybody. Because Kiki, were you here for the joke? Were you here for the the new BonBon joke, which I think you'll find is the best joke you're ever going to hear. You will hear it repeatedly on the channel. It's my new toy, right? It's my new toy. If you weren't here, I will take a 15-second break from the tree painting here, or the tree dotting as it is, and showcase my new joke. You're going to love it. Downloaded the whole series of Stargate. I don't know about the best, but Sliders. Sliders, do you know what? I don't think I have ever watched. I'm aware of it. I've seen bits and pieces. Blake 7. Oh, now you're talking. It's very, very poor. It is very, very, very poor. Blake 7. It was BBC, wasn't it? Of its time. It was, but when I say poor, it was breathtaking, because They were not afraid to kill off characters, and that was breathtaking. Yeah, truly. Missed the jokes. You'll have to watch. No. You're not getting it on video on demand. We're going to go and do the joke again. For anybody who wasn't here 10 minutes ago, we're doing the best joke. The best new joke. Here we go. We go in the flying because we need the prop. I want to say the prop. Okay. I want stunned applause again from everybody because this joke gets funnier every time you hear it. Just like the drowned trees joke. So what do we have here? It's a big old bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge. Apart from me. Because bridges make me cross. There we go. Alright, okay. Back to the tree painting. And I'm not sorry. I'm just not sorry. At all. Right, hang on. Let me catch up with the chat. There's a few in there I've definitely missed. I've skipped a couple. Flying Man's going to be right back, I see. I guess it's a day-night cycle affects how the city works. That you can suffer like No Man's Sky, where you can move the sun in the photo mode. Yes. Yeah, and then it goes back to normal. I like it. Wow. Yes, it is a wow joke. Thanks, Kiki. Best sliders. No, the best sci-fi series ever is Quantum Leap, original series, original seasons. Yeah, not the remake, which I've not seen yet, but it just can't be as good. White Walker SG1 is amazing after season 1. I don't know about the best, but Sliders very good. I downloaded the whole series. I missed the jokes. We've done all that. Best sci-fi show was probably The Expanse. I've heard that. I should probably try and watch that. Rather than watching The Expanse, I was watching Colony, which I really enjoyed. And I was devastated when I was waiting for season 4 or whatever. I basically watched season 1 and season 2. I can't remember if it was season 3 or whatever. But basically, it turns out that it got cancelled. But it actually got cancelled like something like 6 years ago or something like that. But because it's in America, I didn't know a thing about it. Didn't know a thing about it. It was on Netflix. I was watching it, and that was it. That was all I got. But yes, I have heard good things about The Expanse. Game of Thrones, the best TV show ever made, says the White Walker. Yeah, they also killed off main characters. Well, when you say killed off main characters, like almost everybody. More blood being spilt in Game of Thrones than in all the wars in real life ever, as they say. Right, I'm just going to have a quick blow of the nose. I will not be 1 second. Sissy. Now, I'm very confused here. What is that background? Bear with me a moment. Very, 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 very weird. I don't understand what that background noise is. If I mute the mic. I don't know. It's very weird. What have we got here? So let's catch up. I'm going to do some more tree painting in a second. I just need to catch up here. Red Dwarf. Oh, Red Dwarf. Yeah. Took me a second watch to appreciate it. Raised by Wolves. Not seeing it. Battlestar Galactica. Everybody seems to love it. I never got it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. You know when you just got a show and you go, yeah. Yeah, that one is for me. Space 1999. Dated. Rootin' Tootin' Trains and Planes. Hi, how you doing? Oh, and Severance is an absolute... Oh, I just don't have time to watch all of this. Stop it. How does one watch Severance without Apple TV? Don't talk about it here, okay? Message directly or something. I don't want... yes, there are other sources of shows on the internet. Thank you, Pavel. Let's... It didn't mute. Oh, now that's interesting. Oh, hang on. This is very interesting. So, oh, of course, I know what the problem is here, but it's fine. I can't do it. It's this new setup that I've had to set up with the streaming software, and yeah, I can't mute the mic now. Well, I can, but I've got to mute it at the mic. Whatevers. We'll get on. I'm going to plant a few more trees along here because it doesn't fit. Yeah, I'm going to have to find a new way of controlling the mic in the streaming software because the old system was just a question of mute the mic. But as who was here? It was Pavel at the start where I was completely muted and I had to activate a different mod to be able to hear my voice, or for you to be able to hear my voice. It's very odd. I don't know. Anyway, I think that will do. That'll do. We're going to come back and do a third pass anyway. But I think the ore now, this area, we have got... I missed a patch. We've got a mix of trees now in the ore, so they're no longer one flavour, which makes this, again, if I was to upload the map with the trees in this state, I would be okay with that. It's not how I'm going to upload it because it's not quite right, but I would be definitely okay with uploading the map as is in this area. Previously this was just placeholder trees done with a very, very heavy brush. I did, off camera, I've moved the tree clusters on these plateaus from, they were centered, and I've now moved them closer to the edges. So I think we will bring the Norway spruce oh come on, Norway spruce, oh come on. I don't ask much. I really don't ask much. It's this one. It's that one. I'm pretty sure. It's not that one, is it? Hang on. I'm going to use copy paste. I'm going to use copy paste just because I want to be sure of getting the right one. Right. You. Oh, goodness me. Sorry, somebody just walked past my CCTV and I recognise them. Anybody who was here a couple of days ago and I was waffling about my stalker, just walked past. My former stalker has just wandered past. I've not seen her for months. Absolutely months. Not bothered because honestly they're a stalker and it's not going anywhere. I did say that I did bump into them in a box store a long while ago, and we had a moment where they completely ignored me, but that's fine. Because I was polite and did a little smile, a little nod towards them, and they completely ignored me, so that's fine. Right, how's that? That's as the second pass. I'm kind of wishing I had a tree brush for this. What tree? Look, hang on. This has got to be. This has got to be. A little bit of game lag. We have Norway spruce that looks like that. Hello. Right. Why have I got blue spruce? No wonder it didn't look right. Freaking hell. Norway spruce. It's this one. Yeah. Sure, that's what I clicked on a minute ago. Right, okay, that's good news. We have a tree brush again. Now, so, hang on, let's get the density up. And we'll do the same over here. We'll do the same over here. Again, this is just a speed pass. We'll come on and just do some tweaking as needed. As needed. Not there. That's a bit better. Transitions down, that'll do. Then up here. That's not too bad. And then around here. That's okay. And this should be alright. That is okay. We've got a small cluster here. Just got the funeral date for my friend who passed recently. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to make it. It would require me closing the business for a whole day, and as much as I'd like to be there, I can't really justify it. But I can justify closing the business for a whole week when Cities Skylines 2 comes out. Don't judge me, alright? Their family's going to be there if they were closer. But I'd spend half the day travelling, and it's just I just can't. Density here is static. I'm going to have to do something to fix this. Little bit of variation in density there, and here for that matter. There we are, that's a bit better. And down here. Echo. Now, oh, frick. Now you can hear me twice. Okay. Sorry, I've just seen that. How's that? Is that okay? This is very, very weird. Right, so I need to... I've got to need to remember to mute the mic like this. Now you can. Guess what I said when you couldn't hear me. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm going to lurk on the stream today, not feeling well, but if you make a joke, rest assured you'll be laughing. Oh, thanks. Audio is tinny. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. It's really, really strange. I've got... Oh, I'm knocking things all over the floor now. I am going to mute the mic again. Again, I think it's just a little bit of late summer hay fever going on here that's causing my noses too. My noses? How many noses have I got? Who noses? I'll be back in just 2 seconds. Or 3, because I tried to switch the mic back on by unmuting the muted mic on the screen when I just said I need to do it on the mic. Oh, hell spells. Right, yes, so yeah, it was basically I had a double mic output. Normally I just rely on the streaming software to handle the mic. Currently, the streaming software, the way I've got it set up, and again, it's only because I've had to reset it from scratch. If I go to the streaming software mic only, you can't hear me. Or can't you? You should. Well, if you were hearing me double, that means that you should be able to hear me if I mute the other mic. Oh, I don't know. I'm not worried. I'm not stressing over it, okay? Now, Density changes up here are not bad already, actually. I think I've gone over here once. I want to go over here a second time with just a bit more density here and there. Smaller brush, higher density, but low strength, so we don't absolutely obliterate everything. Oh, I'm sorry to hear Kiki's sick. Oh, that's not well. Sick and not feeling the best are two different things. It could be any of a whole bunch of things. We just have to wish her well, send her good thoughts and whatever's. See if you can find an icon that you can put on in the chat that that is a gift, like chocolates. There's got to be an icon for chocolates somewhere that you can put into the chat. Something like that. There's probably a sound effect as well. Have I got a sound effect? I haven't really, have I? It's that is not really gonna help. Nah, I've got nothing. I have absolutely nothing. I've got nothing that will work. Possibly no. If you want to lie down, we'll give you some background music for a minute. Only for a minute though, because it will get on your tits just as quickly as it gets on mine, alright? Go and have a little sleep. Go on, off you go. Right, okay, we're going to stop that now, alright? We'll stop it now before people leave the stream because the music's so annoying. So annoying! Arg. Right. Oh, I told you my sanity's going. I have just had such a stressful day with suppliers and authorities and such. Really not the best day. Right, let's have a look at the chat. Rootin' tootin'. I'm also feeling real weird today, allergies. I'm over in New Jersey. New Jersey, hello. Had to take off day off work. Yeah, love the Oxbow Lake. I don't know which one. There are a few. There are a few on the map. I'm gonna have to mute again in a second. Like over here, we've got a little one tucked in here on the river. It's more like the Nike swoosh, that one actually, isn't it? Little one over here. There's one down near the start square, just off of here. The old, what I imagine to be the old river path. So it came down here and wound this way, and then we put a canal system in because humans, right? And then there's a whole bunch of oxbows. Again, we got the old river system here. Again, I'm imagining the old river used to come down this way. They diverted it into a new harbour area. That's how I imagine that. A whole bunch of oxbows as you lead up this way as well. So yeah, I mean, plenty of them. Plenty of oxbows. That does remind me though, there is a part of the river system that I am not enjoying. I'm not enjoying this. It was always felt like a bit of a ditch, but it's the one part that doesn't fit with the rest of the map. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the river. Let's do this. We are pause simulation. I'm going to do a little terrain work here. Let's bring the river up to about this level. Not that wide. Come on. And we'll have some kind of waterfall effect down the end here. Might have to work some of the trees along the right hand side as we're looking. Possibly. And I think, oh, that's almost perfect. Right, now bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Possibly a little bit of a bulge as the water comes in from the side. Then back this way. and through to about there, leaving us a potential waterfall, which I don't think is going to work from this angle. Let me bring this. We'll run a softener across there in a minute. I think something like that is not going to be too far off. Oops. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, a bit hay fevery, I think. I'm alright. I feel good. I'm not swollen eyes or anything. I think this is still too wide. Could be, actually. Could be. That's bring a brush. Bring that out, bring it back in, but also excuse me. Right, something like about that. Oh, back out about here. Follow that back around this way. Merging that in. Just so that the river's not just a gouge anymore. We've got to have a little bit more interest to it. And I'm thinking that way, this way, this way, and something like that. Filling this up. Now, let's see. We're going to have to do some softening. Let's see if the water flow around this is going to... I'm going to soften this just here, actually. Let's see if the water flow around this is... It's going to need a few moments. It's going to need a few moments. Let's give it... Ready for the insta-flood? There it is, the insta-flood. That won't take too long to sort itself out. Right, now, let me mute the mic again. I'm going to be doing this a lot. But it's fine, because I am fine. Be right back. And back. So, definitely bits of work need doing along here. This is poor. Well done, BonBon. You did a very poor job there. Be proud of your work. I am proud of it. So proud of it. Waterfall there is not bad. We get a shrub on that, and that works perfectly. I'm gonna be happy with that. Let's slow the simulation down because I have no control over the camera. Right, we now have control. We're back in control, baby. Now, there's a simulation. Oop, wrong button. Leave simulation running for this. Push that in like so. Then soften. Soften. This is too wide, but it's fine. It's too wide, but it's not fine, right? Decide. It will be fine. It will be fine. Alright, so that can soften up along the edge there. Then we have this, and this, and this, and a little run down there. Right, so probably going to do a bit of terrain editing along the riverbank so that this will transition. Let me try a little like so. There we go. So it'd be something like this ish. Like that. And again over here. Are we done? I think we are. This waterfall feels wide. Now I'm going up the stream here. I'm noticing there are bits that just feel a bit weird. Soften that down there. Now, how's that? Well, we do have a bit of temporary flooding. That will sort itself out. We'll come back and work the terrain there. Also, this cliff edge, again, looks very straight, which is because it was very straight. And we're going to be doing a little bit of field painting in these two plateaus here. Just these two. It is fertile land. And it's not... This doesn't inspire me to farming. Whereas... we've got over there, we've got oil, and over here we've got ore, and in the middle we've got farming, but you wouldn't know, right? So that's what I'm thinking there. Right. Hi RCN, love the waterfall. Thank you very much. If you're talking the big waterfalls or the little waterfalls, because the little waterfalls, they're turning out okay. All right. They're yeah, like this one here, which we've just tinkered with a second ago. Yeah, it's pretty, right? That I have gone fantasy, because it's a fantasy map. I've always wanted to do the water gushing out the side of a mountain type of water spawn, and so I've gone with this ridiculous water spewing out the side of the mountain, but tried to make it as dramatic as possible multiple times. So we got another one here, and another one up there, another one down here, and so on. And then we got some, that's just a lake, nothing too exciting there, and then water coming out the side of the mountain in the same tiered waterfall type effects as well, which it's what I was looking for. A 100% vanilla map with a ridiculous set of waterfalls on the edge of the map, which for a vanilla player will be deep in fog and they will not even notice. So if you're going to have them anywhere, have them somewhere hidden. That's my thoughts, sir. I think I see an image of a Virgin Mary in those waterfalls coming out of the mountains. Oh, bless you. When do you think the map will be released? I'm hoping about a week. I could be wrong. Because tree painting, especially when I'm reading the chat rather than actually putting trees down all the time, I am actually a sucker for that. Yeah, let's go back to tree painting. Goes the trees. Got it. Oh, I've already done them. I've already done this area. Let's put a few more, because obviously my brain was telling me these are not sufficiently worked. Let's put this pass along here as well. Just a few more. Just extra density and extra interest along here as well. Right, so does that mean at this point, am I thinking I'm coming up towards third pass now? We've done this we've done this. That's done. This is done. It's probably just a couple in these clusters here to be added. A few along the edge of this. A few here. A few there. All these are definitely done. I think we're going on to third pass, which is the penultimate pass for tree painting. Yeah, well, the way that I do it anyway. All of that is done. All of these down here are done. Again, I could quite, if I had to upload this map today with the trees as they are, I would be okay with, oh, let's do the islands. I haven't done the islands. Let's do the islands. I think primarily we're going to have the conifers. We'll mix in a variant in a minute as well. The lighthouse island. It's going to be a tricky one, actually, the lighthouse island, I think, in terms of what trees we put on there. This has definitely had a first pass, and I'm thinking we need to probably increase along like this. There we go. Give it a little bit more variation in density along there as well. And then we are going to have to come back down into this area and just edge it a bit better along the fronts. But that's also trees here, smaller brush. This brush is good ish. How's that? Oh, hello, hoodlums. There's a group of hoodlums heading towards the CCTV at the moment. Just keep not being hoodlums. That's alright. No, no glass was broken on this occasion. Not on this one occasion, anyway. It's because I love my CCTV. Yeah. It means I don't have to get off my butt to see if there's any trouble going on, which there has been an inordinate amount the last couple of years. And it's absolutely played hell with my health. Right, so, oh, hang on a second. Totally see the river delta, thank you. Oh yeah, the fall is coming. Gotta buy a new jersey. Reminds me of the Duluth channel for the Great Lakes Freighters. Duluth. I don't recognise the... I do recognise the name, but it's for the wrong reasons. Duluth. I'm thinking Shrek. I'm recognising the name Duluth from Shrek. I'm probably wrong on that, but that's where I'm hearing that. But yes, yeah, the Great Lakes, they needed passageways. I get that. So yep. Right. Ad. You got an ad. Yay! I'm paying for premium. BonBon currently painting trees. Yes, double ad. Oh, you're so lucky. Duluth. City in Minnesota. Wow. Minnesota. Things happen in Minnesota. Occasionally. I don't know. Minnesota sounds like one of those the duller states. Yeah? it's one that nobody ever, unless they win the Super Bowl, right? I don't know. Yeah. Vikings, isn't it? The Minnesota. I think you covered a realistic map based on it, actually. Oh, did I? I've seen too many maps, my friend. Great webcam, is there? Oh, great. For watching ships. I mean, if you like watching ships, looking up for shipping clipping, that sounds perfect. That sounds absolutely perfect. Right. I think I'm going on for the third pass at the moment here. I'm going to have some water. I'm going to blow my nose again for the nth time. But it's one of these, I think it's being affected by the fan. Right? Oh, hang on. I've just noticed that this path isn't quite parallel with the other path. Let's fix the path. Let's get rid of the trees, buildings, just in case. Let's grab the path like that. Is it somewhere about there? Somewhere about... It still doesn't feel right. It does. It does now. I'm happy with that now. So, yeah. Third pass coming up shortly. What am I going to do with the third pass? I think we'll grab a tree brush with the eastern cottonwood. Maybe this one. Oh, freaking hell, go away. I don't want that mod. Trees. That would help. East. I'm really struggling here. Right. Just copy it. Just copy the tree. And what's this one? Not that. Definitely not that one. Definitely not that one. You're gone. Maybe this one. Don't delete it. Copy it. I'm having a moment. And I'm thinking along the lines of the bushes. Maybe a combination of those three in a tree brush. Just to add a little bit of soft variation in these kind of areas. I think that might be the way. And leave it... I think I have it on soft but with a high density so that the trees will get forced down in the gaps, but there won't be many of them. I think that's the plan I'm going to go with. Just wanting to confirm you did not cover a Duluth map. My allergy meds were doing the talking. Yeah. Thank you very much. I don't remember doing a Duluth map, but that doesn't mean that I didn't. Because I've had people say you definitely, and it turned out I have with it. So yeah, just there is a great mush of maps in my head at the moment. And when people say to me, can you recommend a great map with a fantastic river system or whatever, I probably have maybe 200 that I can recommend. Do you think I could think of one of them? And the answer is no. Of course I can't think of a single one of them. Right, I'm going to turn that fan off. I think that is actually triggering. Right, so I'm just going to have to sit here and melt, I think. I'm going to blow my nose. And if my nose now dries up, it's because of the moving air that's been doing it. So be 1 second again. Back again. Question. What are the best trees on the workshop right now? There is no best trees on the workshop because it's all situational. Even if you look at the little tree palette I've gone with here, I've included one of the worst trees that there is, and that is this one. I've actually chosen this this tree to be used on the map because I think it will work on this map. So again, one of the worst trees that there is, and I'm using it. Every tree is situational. You might look at some trees and go, oh, I don't like the look of it or don't like the feel of it. But yeah, just subscribe to a bunch, get them down into your map setting, do some testing with them, see which ones work well together. With BonBon Island, I had maybe about 30 trees originally, and I was able to filter it down to about 18. I don't think I used 18 in the end, but yeah, it was at the end I chose some trees for detailing to get some water. There we go. So yeah, yeah, it's so yeah, get yourself like however many trees, 30, 40, 50, one of each, get them all together in your map, and then just play about, see which ones work together, which ones combo, like we got over here. I've got this mix here. I think these trees work really well together. I've got a nice mix, plus I'm going to be able to mix in, again, I've just got a few sample like trees in here as well. Going to be able to mix in a few here and there just to add some interest. Find what works for you. Workshop trees, you've got a whole host. There were so many great creators. There's the obvious ones, and then there are a few others that have started tinkering about with trees that you wouldn't think of. How's this going? This has settled. We do have some flooding and I need to resolve it. That's okay. That's what this is all about. Right, let's... Oh, hello. I wonder what's causing the problem here. The big hole? Yeah. It's a big hole. Is that... Yeah, that's... Oh. Bigger brush. Come on. Level that land out. Lovely. I think there might be sirens of the BonBon Bingo players coming. No, it was a car with a stupidly squeaky engine. I take it back. It sounded like a distant siren. Right, so that's a bit better. Let me bring the brush size down here. I do understand what's caused this to be so wide, and that was my softening tool pass. It was a little bit too harsh. And this definitely look, well, it doesn't look better yet, but it will look, by the time it's settled down, much better than the original ditch. It was a ditch canyon and it was awful. And I appreciate it. I appreciate my own dreadful work that I stuck with for so long. And nobody, not one person in the chat or in the comments has said, ditch. What? And yeah, thanks for your support, guys. Thanks for telling me, giving it to me straight. Yeah, not one of you. You all suck. Right, hopefully that will settle down in a moment. Oh, so where's my water? Do have a lot of trees. There we go. What's the chat there? Spence. Oh, Spence is amazing. Such a... When I think Spence, I think back to when I was doing Duvo City Build, and they had all the UK, not UK style, yeah, some UK style buildings, but things like sheds, just really useful industrial type sheds. Love a bit of Spence. Disable feather to find it by default. Yep. Right, okay. So I think it's going to be tree brush. It's Eastern Cottonwood. What's that? Generic vanilla? And whatever this little bush is called here. Let's find them. That one is the generic pine. Right, not generic vanilla. Generic pine. Thank you. And this one is Green Tree. Oh, wow. What a great name. Okay. Those are the 3 trees that I'm looking for here in the forest brush. Get rid of that. Start off with Green Tree. Wow. Doesn't come out at all, does it? Let's keep scrolling. Generic. Right. Green pin. Green tree. There's only one, so it has to be that one. Why is that? Please. That's really annoying. What just happened there? What just happened there? I'm really confused. I am really confused. Green tree. Okay, well that worked that time. I don't know what happened, but it was weird, right? Eastern Cottonwood. Got that one. And the third one was the generic pine. Generic pine tree. Good. Good, 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 good. Lovely. Now let's just come over here for the moment and do that. That looks about right. Strength relatively low. Density high. Yep, that's... In fact, can I push density right the way to the top? Probably can. Strength down. I think we can use this. I think this is going to work. Right, so the plan here is to come to areas like this with a largish brush. And then areas like this, which have already been pathed, but we'll just run a brush over that area there. It's all about just bringing in some variance to make the areas look and feel just a little bit more varied. Ooh. You know, with that blinking fan off, I am absolutely roasting. Absolutely roasting. I don't know whether I'm actually feeling any less snotty because of it. I'd like to think I am. I've had to blow my nose a couple of times, but I was really grubby. Yep, I'll blow my nose one time again. I'll catch up. Was that Gerard there? Hello, Gerard. Bear with me. Now, what's that there? Wrong tree. Am I using the wrong tree? So maybe discover the toggle brush button in the forest brush. Yes, that's a good one. Just got home after a long day, bumping into a stream that makes it good evening. Philippine. What? Oh, you are kidding me. Hang on. That's not what I clicked on, surely. Generic pine. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, I do have a solution for this. Don't worry. I do have a solution for this. And that is to unsubscribe from Philippine. From Grey Flame. Thanks, Grey Flame. You've ruined my day, right? No, I'm just kidding. I love Grace's work. She's absolutely amazing. So yeah, Grey Flame. Wow. What a creator. Right, yes. That's so annoying. Look. This is what I want, right? If there was a way to just select vanilla, that would be so cool. There probably is, I just don't know it. Yeah, so I think the plan will be to unsubscribe, to load the map up, to save it, and then those Philippines will be gone, right? Because they won't be on the map. Surely that works. Please tell me that'll work. Somebody with bigger brains than me, which is all of you, tell me that would work. Oh, Gerard's not heard the new joke. Gerard, do you want to hear the new joke? You can unpaint... What? You can unpaint a single tree with the brush too. Just use the bigger brush. You can select it, remove it. Hang on. Whoa. In tree brush, they tend to jump. Yes, I've noticed that. That happened a minute ago. With the green tree, it jumped to something stupidly high. Hang on. First of all, more importantly than the joke, I can select a single tree using move it. How? How do I select a single tree? It's not in find it, isn't it? Please don't call me Shirley. Flying man. Great reference there. Oh yeah, easier with move it and picker. Oh, is that how it works? Is that how it works? Hang on, down here. So this is the wrong... No, that is the right tree, isn't it? That's the right tree, because that was out of my palette. So somewhere in here... Hang on. The quickest and easiest way to find it, surely, is going to be for me to go... Philippine. Here. Hang on. Philippine. It was Philippine 1, wasn't it, I think? Oh, fiddlesticks. Hang on. Smaller brush. It's one of these the Philippines. One of these must be the Philippines, surely. Right. It's thought about it and it said generic pine. You're going to tell me that not one of these is the Philippine. Oh. Because that is that. Look, okay, stop faffing about here. Eastern Cop, go away. Fill a bush. Oh, now it's just... I am starting to lose... Oh, I'm starting to lose it. Starting to... Fill a pine. There. We want one of them, please. Oh, is that it? Excuse me, but that is not a pine. That's barely even a bush. Don't come into my stream telling me that that's a freaking pine. Right, okay. Move it. Picker. Bush 3. But that's now... That's bush 3. Which this system could decide what he wants to be here, right? Fill bush 2. I am very, very... Somebody tell me how to do this, right? Your brush moved again. Hang on. Fill the bush. What the absolute cocking shit is going on here? Right, okay, right. Done. We've got... This is definitely the Philippine. I'm just going to double check to make sure this is definitely the Philippine. That is definitely the Philippine. Right. Now select the entire map. Oh, great. Well, I don't need to do the entire map because I only worked this area here. So now, with... Well, first of all, hang on. Let me just come down here. And I'm guessing this is how you do it. It's not this. Hello? Hello? What's going on with the game? Well. Okay. Alright. So select trees for move it. Need to select tree. Which is that one. Let me just make sure that that is... Oh. Sorry to the BonBonB Bingo players. I think that's it. I think you've just saved me a convoluted way of fixing this. Let's just make sure there's nothing else. There shouldn't be. There's nowhere else that we've worked with that tree. Good. There's not even a copy of it down here now. That's great. This bloody thing here, fill a bush, trees, bush 3. Right, so let's just make sure there's none of those sneaking around in this area. That's now gone as well. We got rid of all the naughties. Thank goodness. I've never been so stressed in all my life. I've never been so stressed in all my life. I have been more stressed in my life. Just not recently. Oh dear. Right. You know what's happening? I'm just going to mute the mic again. Very, very pain in the back. Mute the mic. Come on. I'm back. So yes, you did indeed do it. You guys, legends, legends, all of you, every last one of you. Maybe not random, but you know, double check if the number is. I don't need to. I don't need to. Because the only areas that this we done any work on was here. This was it. We've not been anywhere else. So I'm happy. I'm happy. This is where I'm going to need to have done it. But, you know, I'm happy. Right, so. We go back to this. Oh, I'm going to have to. Excuse me. You can F right off, Philippine. You can absolutely F right off. I tell you. Right, we're going to try this again. Green. Making sure we definitely have got... Why does it do that? Why does it do that? And the generic pine. Right. Being very careful. Not moving my mouse, just single quick click. Wow. Okay. It's a slight problem with the mod. But, you know, we can deal with it. We've got the set. We have got the set. Right. There they go. That's what we wanted. Oh, man. Thanks for spotting that, guys. I'm so glad I didn't do absolutely everywhere. I don't mind if there are any generic pines in this area that much. I'm quite happy for this area to be underpined. Push the strength up just a little bit so we can just get a little variation running across this way. And then, let's say, the final pass will basically be me coming along with a couple of the light trees and maybe the tall trees, but none of the bigger trees, because that would be dumb. Oh, sorry, Gerard, I forgot about your joke. For the third time in this stream, on the first time ever on the streams, we have a new meme joke. It's just an extension of an existing joke. Gerard, are you ready? Are you hanging on to... Yeah, you might just wee yourself a little bit here. I'm just advising you in advance. Everybody loves a big old bridge. Except for me. Bridges make me cross. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm just so sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm ridiculously proud of that one. It's my new toy, and I'm going to use it until the batteries run out, okay? Oh, man. That's just ridiculous. Densities go up again. Drop density down a little bit, I think. Oh. What? No sound? Where's the no sound? I'm confused. What's that? I don't know. I'm guessing you can hear me. It looks like you can hear me. Sound for me is good. Oh, yeah. Oh, Gerard didn't hear the joke. All right. So, anyway, do you want to hear the joke again? Excuse me? What the hell do you think you're doing? Alright? Why did the tree cross the road? I don't know either. God again. I'm gone again. My sound card just suddenly... Was that... My sound card just suddenly glitched. No, 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 no. Don't go back. Hang on. Gerard, if you genuinely didn't hear it, here we go. Hang on in there. Take 4. Gerard, are you there? This is exclusively for Gerard. Everybody else can mute. Oh, would it be just... It'd be so cruel if I went, and here's the one for Gerard. And there you go. That was a good one, wasn't it? Do you think? No, I did mute there. Yes, everybody loves a big old bridge. Except for me. Why? Because bridges make me cross. Okay, right, we're done. We're done with that one. I'm not going to use that one again. Anybody who's late to the stream, they're just going to have to go find it on their own, right? I think that's fair. Everybody else is just going to go suicidal if they hear that one more time. I know I will. Just for telling it. Tap, 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 tap. Tappity tap. Tap, tap, tap. Now, I know we have been up here already. So I don't know why I'm up here again. Variants here. Now, how am I going to do? This mix that I'm doing here is more lowlandy. So I think we won't do the mountains with it. I think we'll just stick to this lowland kind of mix along here. Smaller brush. Oh, I'm overheating now. I think I'll have to slip my shirt off. Don't tell anybody. Kiki, look away. I don't want you having a hot flush now over the thought of BonBonB minus your shirt. It's okay. I've got 2 vests on, so it's not like a... And the Englishman always wears his vest, all right? Oh, man. Okay, let's... roll along here. Much more interesting trees now. Much more interesting. Bigger brush, not bigger tree. Duh. I've already told you, no bigger tree. It's illegal. I think we might have done a full pass around here. Upper areas there. These are mostly... Do you know what? I think we can get away with this area. Sirens, definitely this time. For the BonBonB Bingo players, link is in the description. Apparently. I checked earlier and it still is. Also, the current link for Discord, I don't know why. I mean, every now and then, I do know why it's there, because we want it there. But every now and then, I have to update the link to Discord. I don't know why. It should be the same blinking link, There's like, if you go back to some of the old Watts maps or whatever and click the link for Discord, it's no longer functioning. I don't know why. So it's just a bit of an annoyance there. Anyway, let's just scrolling along here. Just adding a bit of tree variety. Along here. Down this way. And then down this way. Around here. Shoot down this way. And this way. A smaller brush. And all good. Up there is done. So now it's this. Whew, I am warm. I am very warm. Right, that's it. One shirt. Not needed. BonBonB Bingo is a good meme. Absolutely is. Absolutely. Gotta say, I did steal the idea from other YouTubers who do something similar. It's not a BonBon exclusive idea. There are no prizes. It is just something silly. Silly is what we're all about. You know, the best fun is silly fun, right? Well, the best fun is sexual fun, but the second best fun is silly fun. I think we can all agree on that one. A silly sexual fun. Now that's a close third, right? Oh, I wouldn't know. It's been so long. Oh man. Anyway, I don't care. It's overrated. I've said it before. I've said it again. That's right. Map making is overrated. You're correct. We go with a slightly larger brush here. Run along this edge here. Yeah, that'll do. Smaller brushes are in order for these areas. Tree count shouldn't be a problem. We were only at about 50% of the maximum vanilla tree count last time I checked, and the bulk of the trees are down. So even with all of this, while we will be increasing the tree count substantially, it's not going to be excuse me, it's not going to be exponentially stupidly. No, hang on. Blimey. I don't know who turned the tap on, but it's, yeah. Right, I'm still going. Still going. I'm still here. I'm still here. Still tree painting. This is where, I've got to say, this really is where maps start to come to life. When you get to a decent tree mix, interesting tree painting, interesting patterns and varieties, all those sort of things. This is when you start looking at your map going, oh wow, I didn't think it was going to look like this. That's where we are now. Hopefully I'm going to say oh wow in a minute when I pull the camera back. This is what I'm hoping for, because we're both going to be seeing it for the first time together, right? We still have, this is the third pass. Always knew there was going to be 3 passes. The detail edging pass, so putting the density of trees along so that we can paint up to them. Like here, the detail edging pass was here. Then the tree paint, the bulk with the main trees. Was the second pass. And now we're doing the third pass, which is the variations and soft like merged trees. Just these aren't overpowering, these trees. They're just, even like the Eastern Cottonwood's the biggest one that we've got here, and it's just it's a bit fluffy, it's a bit friendly. So those ones there, it's just a nice soft tree mix with the smaller trees, the lighter trees. And then we'll have a final pass with some detailed trees, so the ones that are much brighter in colour and like maybe a bit taller, pointier, the tall pointy pine thing that we've got. I think we'll definitely be doing a final pass with that as well. That's the generic boreal, I think, wasn't it? The tall pine. We're nearly done. Well, I say nearly done. We're nowhere nearly done, but progress is now fast because the detail work and the shapes, that's the bit that takes the time. Getting the shapes into a shape that actually you like, I'll take some off the edge there. Getting the shapes into the trees into the shape that you're happy with, and now you can just come back and run like a speed tree paint like I've got going on here, because you can be confident. Thanks, Mr. Motorbike. You can be confident that the trees that you're now painting are in exactly the right sort of areas. All the hard work has been done, and now it's just a question of just fleshing out, filling out. Like this. It's gonna do, you know. It is absolutely gonna do. Bring it up this way. I'll catch up with the chat in a second. I'm sure there's something there. If somebody comes in and tells me I'm using the wrong tree again, I'm going to cry. Right? Don't make BonBon cry. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You'll fix it. You'll make everything okay. Everybody makes everything okay in the end, yeah. What a lovely community. How's everybody getting on? If you're doing your 81 collaboration, have you done yours? Are you working on it? Obviously, you've seen mine now, so you know where. Well, you're probably there when I was doing the live. Some of you as well, but yeah, you know what I've thrown into the hat. Nothing too spectacular. No ultra detailing or anything like that. Just a generic smattering of. I spent time picking out the houses that I wanted on the build, but you know, it came together in the end. Lovely. This is. I would love to say this is therapeutic. This tree dabbling, but it's really not. it's getting to the point that I'm going, how much more of this have I got to do? But I'm not going to pull back and check. I'm not going to pull back and check. I'm just going to keep going until I run out of motivation, or start running out of motivation, or get to a point where I go, well, I've already done this section, which is hopefully going to indicate that I've gone full loop. I'm not even sure where on the map I am here. At this location. Well, this is a plateau. So we're still in the Midlands rather than the Highlands. That's done. 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 Got a couple of different ones in there as well. All right. Okay. Okay. This is done as well. I should probably do a little bit of with these tree seams here. And that's done. Okay. So if I do this, just this tile, I'm going to do this tile here, just to where we reach the white dotted line, and then I'm going to stop, blow my nose again, read the chat, and have some water. Whew. Wow, I am absolutely baking in here without that fan on, but that fan was, I think it was exacerbating my hay fever, just irritating my nose, I think. Dries my eyes out as well, so it's just like multiple reasons where I've had it on with playing Rocket League, and I'm just like blinking, constantly blinking with the irritation of the wind rushing over my face. It's not even that, it's on the lowest setting as well as fans go, and it's not right beside me. It's like 4 or 5 feet away. I've moved it back to a little bit even further now as well, so it's not really not on top of me. Never want it on top of me, especially when I'm streaming, because the buzzing of the sound of the fan would be irritating. I mean, my voice is irritating enough. You don't need the fan going. Anyway, let's keep oh, here's that dotted line. Right, okay. That means I'm going to go up this way. Follow this loop around here. Back down this way. Right, okay. Right, so mute the mic while I blow my nose, then sip some water, and then catch up with the chat. One more moment. Right, I am back, so let's have a little look at where we are. Hang on. I've just blown my nose here. And would you know it? I think I'm going. Right, okay. Right, so sound card. Okay, we can rewind. Prepare yourself CS2. Yeah, you'll hear the joke again. You're not hearing it again. Let's scroll back. My sound card glitched again. And now I scroll back again. Did you hear it? And now you've heard it. Well done, Gerard. Was it worth it? Gerard, was the joke worth it? Oh, wait. I had scrolled back and I scrolled back forward. And now I hear the joke again. Of course you do. How many times do you need to hear it? BonBonB Bingo. I read that one. How popular were the population points? I never reported. They were just ridiculous. It meant nothing. Nobody, as I think it even said it in the out card, keep your own score, because basically the only person that cares is you, not even me. But if you partake in it and you want to have a go at it, give yourself £100 population points. We know who the winner is. If you are doing a winning score, because there's only one person ever, Stephen Galloway. Stephen Galloway, almost every single show was used. So the runaway winner, if you want a runaway winner, is Stephen Galloway. Great guy, absolutely great guy. Always comments. Really good supporter of the channel. Love him. Anyways, where were we? So, come on, Tommy. The youth over here bring back vests every 20 years. Now, vestments. That will vex most Americans. I have no idea what a vest... I know what an investment is. And then all the blends. Trees blend everything together. Absolutely. Now, where do the rocks come in? Shut up. We are not doing rocks. Hunter! Hi, Hunter. Thanks for the clarification, Tommy. Now, that is something we don't know. Who's Tommy? I'm confused. Who's Tommy? Anyway, hello, Hunter. Gerard, I'm just looking at the 23rd tile right now. The 23rd tile? Oh, in terms of your build. Oh, right, on your other screen. Okay, gotcha. First, hi, Small Fry. Your first look at it. Oh, thank you. I should pull the camera back and give you a better overview of the map. It's quite busy. It's all about gameplay. The 25 tiles are in this area here. The start square is there, meaning that you can buy out north, south, east and west to good tiles. The 9 tiles here are pretty much all really good, solid city builder stuff, the stuff that people want in city builders. Then when you expand out of the 9 tiles in the immediate 3x3, you head up into the plateaus where you start getting into, up here is oil, here is the farming, over here is the ore. You come over this way, you've got potential for an airport or a harbour or both. So all that's in place as well. Every tile has river or lake, every single tile. So I packed it all, and we've even got a slightly ridiculous intersection which works perfectly fine up to about 23,000 populations. I've tested it to, and the only problem why I had any problems at 23,000 was through poor city design. Yes, it was my own city builder fault, not the fault of the intersection. So yeah, there are ways of optimizing the intersection, which I will put into the workshop page if people wish to optimize it. So yeah, it's really simple. I mean, not least putting a slip road from here to here and a slip road from here to here, and that takes some of the weight off of the loop back on the intersection. But yeah, it's just basic. I've always wanted to do a fantasy map, and this is coming together quite nicely. We even have kelp fields. Come on. Yeah. Right, anyway, so Small Fry, thanks for that. Thanks for the compliment. The joke was worth it. Thank you. I haven't had a chance to see this series. I'm certainly going to binge watch every minute of it. Or every minute? Good luck, my friend. Which is episode 42. This is a 2-hour stream. A lot of the streams have been 2 hours, so you're looking at about 80, 90, maybe even 100 hours of stream, and a lot of that will be me talking to the chat where nothing happens on the screen. You'll have a good time. Tommy 86, Tommy C86. You might be talking to a ghost. I hang on. It's not. Maybe. Hang on. I'm getting a bit bit paranoid here. Oh, I've got message retracted. There we go. So that'll be why they've retracted their messages. I don't know what they said or why they retracted their messages, but yeah. Ooh, freaky. Nah, it's fine. At the end of the day, whatever. Diddly. Look at right. Just catching up with the chat before I get back to work. I had a chance to see this. I read that one. I deleted your comment. Oh, vest equals waistcoat. Yes. Thanks, Tommy. Yes. All caught up now. You thought? Sorry, I'm just skimming down here. I did like the way you. I didn't see, or if I did, it didn't bother me at all. Nobody said anything in this stream that bothered me. I would tell you. And again, it would be tongue in cheek if I did tell you as well. I think you. I'm not easily insulted, right? I've got a good sense of humour. I've got to have a good sense of humour. And at the end of the day, the only time I'd be insulted is if somebody was deliberately malicious in what they were saying. That would anger me, right? They're out there not for humour or not just making a wry, sarcastic comment, but they're out there to hurt. And if that's the case, and it comes across that way, or if it comes across that way, you go, well, I don't know if you meant to say it that way, but it comes across as being hurtful, I will tell you, and so will others. But anyway, yes, don't worry about it, Tommy. It's all good. Anyway, we do need one more great map to play on CS2, don't we? Random's making one at the moment. I know there's a couple of others in production from creators who aren't completely schmucks. So it's all good. Anyway, we're all cool. Kiki's cool with whatever it was about vests that you said. Different sorts of vests. Waistcoats. Yeah, vests are waistcoats in the United States. In the UK, it's an undergarment that usually a man, I mean women can wear them too, but typically a man will wear. It's what a woman might call a strappy top. You know, just like the old thin straps instead of sleeves. Basic undergarment for keeping your body warm in the winter. Extra layer, nothing special. And then of course in the UK we have a classic called the string vest, which you need to look up. It's basically loosely knitted. The holes are big enough to put your thumb through. Easily put your thumb through. The string vest, yes, it's a sexy thing. The string vest and the knotted handkerchief on the head. So classic British seaside. You work in laundry and your shifts are so long. Oh, bless you, my friend. At least you work. Okay, small fry, at least you work. Thanks for notifying me on the ad. I did mention I found settings on the ad, so I have turned them down to the minimum. YouTube are putting them on regardless at this point. But I do have the options of like extreme, i.e. you'll get an ad every 5 minutes or whatever. Then there's regular, which is whatever YouTube would do normally, and then there is a conservative setting where I tweak it right the way down, and you'll get an occasional one, and that's the setting I've gone for. You got one too. Excellent. Go and buy something. Anapu should be working on one as well. Very exciting. Yes. Oh, they are. Yes, Anapu are working on one. That thing is ugly. What? My map? Yes, I agree. Anyway, yeah, I should be doing some tree painting. I've been doing some tree painting. Been working our way down the rivers. I think we got to here. Yeah. I've done this one as well by the looks of it. Maybe not this side of the river. Right, back to tree painting, everybody. Let's get back on the tree painting vibe. Oh, man. But yes, buying, fighting with a wholesaler today, delivered wholesaler. Wanted to pay them, right? We're talking £3,500 worth of candy. That's at cost, not at retail. So £3,500. I want to give them my money, right? Do you think it's easy? No. Do you think it's the first time I bought from them? Absolutely not. Why is it suddenly difficult to give a company money for a product that you bought from them before and you're trying to buy from them again? And why is it so difficult to switch your electricity supplier? It shouldn't be. It's supposed to be easy, but no. It's now blinking stressful. I'm stressed and I've had enough. I want to go home. I want my mummy. Mummy, I love you, okay? Just saying that right now in front of all of the people that are watching. I love you and I miss you. A year and I still haven't sorted out anything like just a plan for your ashes or anything like that. Do I want them on my... Actually, I've kind of got a plan for her ashes, but it's a bit awkward. I am not as awkward as my sister. My sister, Captain Awkward, where they've travelled around the world with my sister. To Thailand, Cambodia, Egypt. Where else has my sister been? Various other places. And there's even some of my mum up at Everest Base Camp, where my sister didn't go there, but one of the people that she went on one of these expedition things with, that she just likes to get involved with, charity stuff, you know, go bike riding across the Sahara, that sort of malarkey for good causes. I mean, she's got more energy than I have, but she's younger than me, not massively, but yeah, still my excuse. But yeah, one of the people that she was on an expedition with, again, expedition's a strong word, but you know what I mean. Their next trip was they were going to go up Mount Everest. Well, not to the top, but to base camp. So there's a little bit of mum at Everest, which is like, my mum was not a traveller. And yeah, if you said to her, yeah, when you die, we're going to stick some of you up the biggest mountain of the world, it's like, wow. Yeah. Something special. But I'm thinking about the house that she grew up in mid Sussex, and the Billingshurst area of mid Sussex. There's I think the house is still there. I don't know whether the current incumbents of the house would particularly like a stranger turning up going, excuse me, do you mind if I pour my mum's ashes? She grew up here as a little girl. I mean, they'd probably be okay with it. I think I would be. But even so, it's like, yeah, what are you doing in my garden? Fertilising the roses. Oh, man. I think I might get hold of my uncle, because he'll know what house they lived in. And maybe go on a day trip up there. I think he'd like that, actually. He wasn't able to really commemorate my mum properly because of his partner being vulnerable, and so they couldn't come down to the hospital when she passed because of potential infections. I think he'd appreciate that if I said to him, hey, listen, let's go for a little drive. It's not exactly the other side of the world. Little way in the car, not too far. And then he can show me his old stomping ground from when he was a little boy as well. Like, I think he'd like that. I'd certainly like that. Bit of bonding time. Bit of bonding, and get some stories about me mum that I probably heard before, but sometimes it's just nice to hear them again, isn't it? Just a refresher from someone who was there. I picked out a couple of the best stories from the eulogy. I think one or two of you might have listened to the eulogy I recorded a year back. It is on the channel if you want to go and listen to it. I tried to keep it entertaining. Yeah, there were some funny bits in there, because the eulogy should include things that make you smile and things that make you cry. So yeah. So I did find a couple of fun things in there, which hopefully will, like, it made somebody stay. Certainly. My sister, again, my lovely sister, when we were sorting out the funeral, and she knows that I can waffle. Did you know I can waffle? I can talk, apparently. But I said, okay, all right. And she said, yeah, keep it to about 2 or 3 minutes. So I went, that's not a eulogy. that's not a eulogy at all. You know, she lived for over 70 years. You think all I'm going to do is come up with like a couple of minutes of, I'm going to miss you, Mum. No. I want to tell some stories. Some fun stories, entertaining stuff about, you know. Oh, man. I love you, Mum. I miss you. And I'm sorry I'm not wearing a shirt at the moment, but it is warm in here. I think you'll appreciate that. She would. My mum did not like the heat at all. At all. She really struggled. When we last year, oh my God, I think part of what might have killed her was the heat wave that we had in the UK last year. Hottest temperatures ever recorded in this country. And she absolutely suffered throughout it. A lot of the time she was in hospital with a fan on her permanently set on, but she really struggled with that heat wave. But yeah, so she'd appreciate me sat here in me vest. I'm saying I'm wearing a vest. I'm not telling you if I'm wearing a vest or not. That might be too much information. Certainly not telling you what I'm wearing on my legs, because that's going to make many of you blush. So let's not go down that path. But yeah, it's just tree dabbing here. Just tree dabbing. It's not very exciting. It's not an exciting life, and yet there's still, as I can see, about 10 people watching. 8 people watching. Well, you know, 8's nearly 10. Right. Let's have a quick butcher's hook. I get ads for things I already own. Oh, don't. So, yes, I switched electricity today. What did I get on Facebook immediately after completing? I mean, I've signed contracts for the next 3 years. Right, so I'm not switching electricity for 3 years. Onto Facebook. That's right. Every single ad. Compare this. Compare your prices. Get the best deal on this. I'm not going to be switching. I'm not going to be switching anytime soon. Anyway. Yeah, that's the problem with these algorithms. They're very of the moment. I guess it can be useful if, like, you've just bought, an interesting CD from, I don't know, whatever, Snow Patrol, whoever you're interested in. So it can be sort of like, I just bought a CD from, and they go, oh, well, if you're into Snow Patrol, you might like this band as well. Maybe you will, because it'd be a similar genre. But a lot of these, like, yes, you've just bought a new car. How about this ad for a new car? I've just bought a new car. Why would I need an ad for a new car right now? Yes. It's AI hasn't quite cracked it yet, has it? Not quite, but it's going to take over. It's going to take over and make the maps for us. And I don't know if that's going to be a good thing. Oh, I don't know. I think I've already done that stretch. I'm looking down here. I'm just going in, tapping randomly every now and then, and it's like, well, this area hasn't been done. Tappity tap. Tappity tap. Tappity tap. Tappity tap, 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 tap. Now, this area does need a little bit of love for these trees. Because while it is very dense, it is lacking variety. So let's just give it a little bit. These will work quite well as fade trees as well. Just along the edges here. Because they're the smaller trees, the fluffier trees. One that I chose specifically for this purpose. Back up this way. Whew. Are we going to complete 4 hours? It's possible. It's possible. What's the time now? It's coming up to 10 PM UK. It is possible. I don't know. Just see how my stamina is. My tree painting stamina is. Because it gets to a point that all you can see is green dots, right? There is one more pass, remember, that needs to be done on this. And that is the detailing pass. Which is just grabbing a few of the trees that are a little bit feature. They're brighter in colour. Maybe they're a bit taller. And it'll just add a little bit of variation in the... Excuse me, what are you doing on there? And you, get away. I think somebody needs to do a quick run down all the highways before I upload the map. That would be the most embarrassing thing of all. Plus, I've not checked to see if the bridge is high enough. But it is. It's definitely high enough, but I've not checked. But I think we'll just leave it. I don't think I'll check. Nah. It's definitely high enough, right? Definitely. As long as I just make sure that the ships go through the centre part and not actually just, yeah, through the pillars. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is definitely needed. Whew. It's better. Were all these seams done? Don't think the seams were done at all. Right, that's better. Oh, hang on. Definitely. This is a key area up here. We need a lot more bulk in this area. A lot more bulk up this way. Just going to delete the tree that's on the edge. That's better. Because we don't need them doing their thing. That's better. Good, good, good. And what's that there? Is that a tree there? That's part of the asset. That's fine. Good, good, good. That's much better. Right, quick little chat. A look at the chat. You're in D2. Good for you, Tommy. Good luck. You're in G3. Lovely. Again, the bushy triangle. I'm Brazilian. You like Brazilian. Well, you want more of a runway then, don't you? Surely. Right. Only 21st century, you need stamina to sit on the chair. Mental stress stamina. Mental stamina. Yeah. Are we going to complete 4 hours? I don't think we're going to complete 4 hours. I'm looking, just seeing that we're, what, 2 hours 20? I think we might get towards 3. Because I'm thinking about another 20 minutes, and I know that means about half an hour in my terms. Because I go, oh, just one more thing I need to do before. Oh, just while I'm here, and hang on, that's another hour gone. So we're just going to keep. I'm probably going to have to come back and, because there's going to be somewhere like this that I miss when I do my eyeball check at the end to go, hang on, did I not do a tree pass over there? And the answer would be no, you actually missed that area. But yeah, like that area there was completely missed. This area's been done. I will add a bit of density in here though. Right, lovely. All of that is done. These areas are going to come back. These are going to be a little more careful with. I think it'll probably be smaller brush in these areas. But I think that's workable. We have done around here, so I don't need to get... This is quite well worked around here, I think. We've definitely done the pass around here, I'm sure of it. But yeah, making good ground here, I think. Oof. I need the smaller brush in a minute just to edge along. I mean, possibly even just going down to... I'm not even sure. Not even sure I want any of those. They can stay in there now that I've done that one. But yeah. Do I want any of these along here? Oh. Oh. Alright, my apologies. No. For now. Back out this way. Maybe come back down that way and do some hand placed trees. I did say there's one more pass. It's a detailing pass, which is the one where we place individual trees just for effect. Because we look at an area, we go, oh, that's got no colour. Let's go and give it some colour. That's the final pass. And then, other than checking and putting down that shipping route and the air route, come on, this map's going to be done by the end of the week, isn't it? Isn't it? It's going to be done tomorrow. Isn't it? I don't know. I'm asking you. Everybody's favourite factory. Bop, 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 bop. Yep, got all the songs. And I've got all the factories. Oh, man. Oh, dear. Right, hang on a second. It's okay. Again, activity outside the window is always worth checking. It's a nothing. The one time you don't check is the one time they pull out a crowbar and they start to try and let themselves in because they've lost their key, you know? That's why they carry a crowbar. They lost the key, which is very sloppy of them. And all those attempted break-ins hasn't led to one single charged person. A couple of arrests, but nothing came of any of them. Short of them actually saying, yeah, it was me. I tried breaking in there. If they don't admit to it, they seem to get away with it. Little sausages. Well, I'll be very happy to retire from this game. Get a job doing something, anything, I don't mind. I'll wipe bums, I will clean, or I will manage SpaceX, whichever. Whoever comes to me and offers me a job in 3 years' time. If it suits my skills, then bingo. If there are no jobs that suit my skills, again, hopefully YouTube by that point might be full-time for me. If it is, then great. I can crack on and, you know, be creative full-time. But, yeah, if not, I'll go wipe bums or walk dogs. Or I really, 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 at this point in my life, I don't care. I do not care. Just need to be out of this environment. It's made me ill. It's destroyed my social life. No social life. Yeah. It's just time to move on and have a life. Go and be a son. I can't wait to go and be a son. Hey, Dad. I'm coming. I'm coming. Some more down there to do in a minute. Yep. A few over here. Smaller brush. Right, that's more progress. More progress. Right, not unless we keep you here on purpose. What was that joke about the bridge again? I don't know, I've forgotten it. Oh man, it was something about being overcome by something. Oh, I don't know. Something about that. So anyway, yeah. This area is done. Sort of. Definitely done. I remember doing that one. Hello, Mr. Motorbike. Definitely done that. Go for a slightly larger brush, I think. Oh man, okay, we are absolutely getting there. The second pass is, third pass is really proven to be quite a quick job, given the amount of. I'm not going to go any higher in the mountains than that. We need to do the entire basin of that, but I don't think that's going to actually be. This is all done, isn't it? I'm seeing all of the trees in here. They've got cottonwoods in there. Got cottonwoods down here. Right, so we've got the basin to do. The deep valley. I'm going to do this valley because it's a easier valley. Tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tap, tap. And tap. Coming back. Tappity tap 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 tap. And tappity tap 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 tap. Smaller brush. Tap 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 tap. Tap 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 tap. Tap 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 tap. Tap 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 tap. Ah man. And probably not that much more, because there you're going up into the higher areas. Like probably a couple light taps here and here, just to make these just a little bit more variance. Anybody watch Loki? Really surprised by a lot of the Marvel series on Disney Plus. They've been mostly surprisingly good. I would say surprisingly good. I mean, I'm not surprised that they're good, but yeah, there's been some true quality. This definitely hasn't been done. Smaller brush. Smaller brush still. And So there we go. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I am thinking, in terms of today, that might be it. So with this tree brush, we need to do a pass of the valley. We need to do the upper plateau up here. So with this tree brush, that's all that needs doing there. Then we've got, did I do, oh, still haven't treed this, the Shark's Tooth Island. I've got to find a way of doing that one. But yeah, Shark's Tooth Island needs doing. Then the final pass will be these two trees here, the bright ones, and the tall pine, this one here. That will conclude the tree painting. All I then need to do is check to make sure we haven't got any roads on the highway. Don't want any roads on the highway. Okay, that's a big sin. If ever you find a road on the highway, bad move, right? But that, I think we're getting very, very close. What are you doing out there, son? He's going on. It's fine. Nothing to worry about this time. So yeah, got all of that to crack on with. But yeah, the tree painting. Oh, and then in terms of the city centre sprawl, the finesse trees, we need to do a little bit of the smaller brush in these areas. That'll take a little bit longer because it's a little bit more technical. So there's that. Ah, hey Grizzly, you switched accounts. Why not? You haven't watched Marvel movies or series since Phase 1 or so. Haven't seen Endgame. Oh man, Phase 1. Wow. Well, that concluded with the Avengers movie. What was the first one, wasn't it? There's a lot. And while I would say there are a couple of movies you could probably skip in the movies, even the ones that you can skip contain, like the Age of Ultron. Honestly, I mean, it was okay. It was alright. But it was actually key because we're introduced to Vision in that film. And so that is absolutely key to bringing Vision. And Vision is key. Absolutely key to the story of Infinity War and so forth. So yeah, highly recommend it. Would love to sit through all of them with you. I'm not going to, but you should definitely. The Captain America. Captain America. What was the Captain America movie? Not the first one. Oh, I forgot what it's called. But yeah, one of the Captain America movies is basically, effectively, an Avengers movie, and it's so good. It is so good. Lots of good stuff, and the series, as I say, the series are really entertaining. I was really surprised by Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel, the series Miss Marvel, was... I was just completely enchanted. I think the actress that they chose, that they've cast for that role, just sucks you in. She's just so likeable in a petulant teenager kind of way. The sort of, you know, the ones where you just go, oh, just go to your room. Yeah, one of those. But she's perfect. She's absolutely perfect. Yeah, it's so good. Miss Marvel, yeah. There was so WandaVision, great series. It blew my mind when you start watching WandaVision and you're like, what am I watching? What is this? And yes, it's all relevant. Loki, the series Loki, again, it's like, what am I watching? But it's brilliant. They really know what they're doing. Quality work. The only one of the recent Marvel movies or series that I haven't really gotten into was the latest of the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It was okay. Which is a shame because Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 were both amazing. In different ways. And they had the Christmas special as well, which was amazing. So all these things individually where you go, these are all amazing. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I understand you had to finish telling the story, but meh, you know. But yes, highly recommend pretty much all of them. You're going to want all of the Iron Man. You can basically anything's got Marvel on it. There is an order you should be watching them as well, but I can't remember what the order is. Do a little Googling what order you should watch them if you are going to watch them. But yeah, there's some very, very good stuff going on there. Very, very good stuff. It's just concludes that double-parter movie at the end of the Infinity War and Endgame. No spoilers from me, but wow, just like when you sat down and you watched Avatar and you go, wow. Although I found Avatar not to my taste, or Lord of the Rings, you just sit there and you go, wow. But of course, and then you have superheroes fighting each other, so you've got to, it's not a lose situation, is it? Anyway, I'm going to wind this one up now. We're not going to get to 3 hours, but that is fine in my book. It's fine. Oh, look, Kiki said in my book. Maybe I said in my book because Kiki, I'm copying. I'm in with the kids, right? I'm using the kids' language. Kiki's not that young. But we're pretending she's 21, though, because that's what we do for the ladies. So stream wise, let's think. I might be streaming tomorrow morning, UK time, depending on what time I wake up and what tasks need to be done. We'll see how that goes, but I will definitely be on tomorrow night, one thing or another, because we have this final pass to complete, and then the detailing of the trees to complete, and then I'm running out of things to do on this map, which is good, which is very, 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 very good. Did anybody notice the change I made with the roads? You might have missed it on the last stream. The down here we had that strong square in this area, very heavily wooded. It was overpowering. It had to go. That just works so much better. Anyway, sorry, that's just in case you missed it. I removed the thing. Anyway, right, yes. So I think we are very, very close to being done. I then need to sit down and work out thumbnails, and images, and logos and stuff. You spend weeks making a map, and then you spend like 30 hours coming up with a perfect logo. Nobody cares. So I might be uploading this next week. I'm thinking about uploading it on the Monday, which gives the map time to climb. Because I would just love it if it could be on the chart show. I mean, it's not going to happen because people are going to downvote it just to spite me. But I would just love it if it could be on the chart show. And yes, I could put it on the chart show, but that's not how the chart show works. It's out of my hands. I'm just reporting a list. So there we go. It looks better. Yeah, without that, it was just, this was... I liked it. Don't get me wrong, I liked it. But it was just over... It was so close to the intersection. It was overpowering the intersection which of course wants to be a showpiece. And I looked at where else it could go, and there really wasn't anywhere that it was fit. This wants to be light because this is the first place you're going to be building. You don't need lots of fancy tree detailing in an area that's going to be basically demolished and built. Over here, just overpowered this area. It's quite narrow, really, so there wasn't anywhere over there. And then over here, we're actually transitioning away from a detailed area. Like we've got this roundabout type affair here, going and then just transitioning out into a simple line coming through with the rail and the place for the harbour. So again, it just didn't work here. If I put it here, it would have felt like a solid block. So yeah, it had to go. It was a shame. I enjoyed it while it was there, but it just didn't survive the cut. Anyway, that is it. I'm not going to go through everybody's name, but the ones most recently: Random, Gerard, Grizzly, the Flying Man, Tommy, Kiki, Small Fry, and Hunter, Pavel. I mustn't forget Pavel. Pavel was here very, very early. I think that's most people. There might be a couple hidden away. I did say Tommy, didn't I? Tommy. Ooh, I think that everybody who's been involved in... Oh, and Rootin' Tootin' Planes and Trains. Forgot about you there. RCN was here. RCN, thanks for reporting the double ad. Good to know. I say I don't mind you skipping them. Honestly, I don't mind you skipping them. But if you don't skip them, then I mean that might be a couple of pennies in my pocket. And if 1 million people do that, then I am earning. And White Walker, Dan was here. Oh, that White Walker, a long time supporter of the channel, long time supporter of the channel. Had a bit of a hard time a couple of years ago. It might be a bit more than that now. It's pre-lockdown, wasn't it? But yeah, I like Dan. Dan's a good guy, one of the best. And I think Flying Man. Did I say Flying Man? Probably. I don't know. Random. Did I mention Random? I might have done. Anyway, thanks everybody. Yeah, I'm going to cut it now. One last shout out for everybody. If you haven't hit the like button, now's a very good time to do so, because we're going to be ending the stream very shortly, and you'll be so sad that you missed your opportunity while the stream was live. Had a great night. BonBonB. 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 Yeah, both of those. It's been fun. It's been fun, even if it was just tree painting. More tree painting tomorrow, and maybe a shipping route. You know, this map will be done if I'm putting down the shipping route, because that's the last thing that goes down. Anyway, cheers everybody. I've been BonBonB. You know what's happening here, don't you? I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome. I'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching. I've got to mute the mic, haven't I? Remember that? Mute the mic.